Hello, bankers. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So, welcome to JIB CIB Prep. So, guys, in this particular session, we are going to discuss MCQs and application-based question related to our unit number 8 from Module A. Okay, so it is all around the role of EXIM, Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India, as well as RBI and FEMA. Okay, so unit number 8 which we are going to practice in this particular session, right? So role of Exim Bank, Reserve Bank of India, exchange control in India, like we have FEMA and Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India and others. Okay, so see, if you talk about this particular unit, it has so many rules and regulations, and you can expect 2 to 3 questions based on this particular unit. And like as much as you will practice these particular things, you will be able to memorize those particular guidelines or the rules regulations. Okay, so in this particular session itself, we are going to practice around 40 plus MCQs, which will be covering all the aspect like role of Exim as well as RBA, and even the things, the guidelines of FEMA as well as Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India as well, right? So let's start our today's discussion with very first question on your screen. So question is, under FEMA, which of the following does not require prior RBI approval? Okay, so it is like if it is in case of the automatic route and also, that generally does not need any kind of approvals. In case of approval route, we need we route through the authorized dealers, then authorized dealer will pass on that particular application with RBI. So investment in foreign entity engaged in real estate, no, it is not allowed. Again, establishment of wholly owned subsidiary and joint ventures both abroad under the automatic route, so this will be your right answer for this team. Investment in banking business outside India, no. Remittance beyond 2,50,000 US dollar under LRS, so this is the maximum permissible limit, so which is generally which is also like beyond this, it is also not applicable. Okay, so what will be your correct answer? B will be right answer for this one. Okay, so overseas direct investment, setting up a wholly owned subsidiary or a joint venture abroad does not require RBI approval under the automatic route, provided it compile with the FEMA regulations. However, investment in real estate, banking business require prior approval, or in some cases they are not allowed, right? So RBI, which generally control and regulate the foreign exchange reserve in India, it supervises foreign exchange dealings as well as maintain external value of rupee. FERA, which was replaced as FEMA, Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, replaced as Foreign Exchange Management Act in the year 1999. Okay. Apart from this, FEMA provisions, if you talk about the primary FEMA provisions, okay, the important FEMA guidelines with regard to foreign exchange. So like no drawal of exchange for Nepal and Bhutan. Okay. So basically up to 50,000 we can remit through the online transaction and all. And then apart from that, we have check facilities. Okay. If rupee equivalent exceeds 50,000, payment by way of cross check. True. So during a visit abroad, one can carry foreign currency note up to 3,000 US dollar or equivalents. For Libya and Iraq, it is 5,000 US dollar. And for Iran and Russia, there is as such no limit, right? So Indian citizen can retain and purchase a foreign currency up to 2,000 US dollar and its or its equivalent. Okay? So these guidelines are very important ones, especially these two. ये बहुत बार आपको एग्जामिनेशन में पूछे आते हैं, ठीक है? So this point आपका, so if you are visiting abroad, so 3,000 US dollar or equivalents for normal countries, apart from these mentioned countries. And if you are coming back to India, so you can purchase up to 2,000 or equivalents foreign currency. $2,000 or equivalents foreign currency. Next one. Which of the following statement about regulatory review authority 2.0 is incorrect? So we have discussed this particular one in detail. Okay. So it was launched in 2021 and it is all about कि जितने भी जो compliance burden आपके हैं फॉरेक्स डीलर्स के ऊपर उनको कम करने के लिए, ठीक है. So regulatory review authority was established in 2021 to reduce compliance burden on regulated entities like authorized dealer, bank and all. So this is true. It aimed to eliminate redundant and obsolete RBI instructions. Again, this is true. RBI, RRA 2.0 require all regulated entities to submit quarterly compliance report. It is not necessary. Okay, basically it seek to streamline regulatory instructions and simply reporting requirements. So this is to simplify the reporting requirements. So option D is also correct. So the only incorrect out of the given four statement is option C. So option C जो बोलता है कि जो रिपोर्टिंग्स है उसको आपका मैंडेट करता है, ऐसे देयर इज लाइक कुछ ऐसा टाइम फ्रेम या अदर्स जो इसमें आपका नहीं दिया गया. सो 2.0 was set up in 2021 and it focused on eliminating obsolete regulations and making compliance simpler. However, there is no mandatory requirement for the quarterly compliance report under Regulatory Review Authority 2.0. ठीक है, so थोड़ा सा और डिटेल में आपका देखते हैं. This is for reviewing the regulation, circulars and reporting system based on the feedback from the public, banks and financial institutions. RBI earlier set the first regulatory review authority for 1 year period in on the 1st of April 1999. This is for reviewing the regulation, circulars, reporting system based on the feedback from the public, banks and financial institution. So 2.0 which get introduced in 2021 itself, 2021 में इनको लाया गया. Seek to streamline the regulatory instruction, reducing the compliance burden of the entities under this particular regulation. So simplifying procedures and reducing reporting requirement was the key for this particular one. Okay? 21 was the year when we generally introduced this particular one. Okay? So this was the objective and all. So आपका regulatory review authority, again very important point. So you can expect one question based on this particular one. So please be very mindful about this particular one. Next one. What is the primary function of regulatory review authority set up by RBI? ठीक है, तो क्या होगा आंसर? Now we'll be able to answer this question. ठीक है, so streamlining regulation and reducing compliance burden was the primary agenda, especially if you talk about the regulatory review authority 2.0. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Which of the following condition is incorrect regarding the crystallization of foreign exchange liabilities as per the Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India? I hope you guys remember this particular one. So it was get established in 1958 after the approval of RBI. It work as an independent body. It is similar like IBA. जैसे IBA हमारी जो प्रॉब्लम्स उनको RBI या गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया तक पहुंचाने का काम करता है. सिमिलरली for authorized dealers or participants in forex market, for them we have Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India, जो उनको ट्रेनिंग या उनके डिस्प्यूट को रिजॉल्व करना या उनके प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करना या ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट आपका. ठीक है, सो now the question is something related to crystallization of foreign exchange liabilities. So export side bill must be crystallized into INR on the 30th day after expiry of the notional transit period. So first one is 100% correct in this particular case. Okay, just allow me 1 minute. All right, so first one is correct. Usain's export bill must be crystallized into INR on the 30th day after the notional due date. Usain's date is basically like आपका demand and Usain's. Demand is like at the time of documentation, ठीक है, और आपका Usain's is something like जहाँ पे हमारा क्या है आपका एक फ्यूचर डेट है. सो अगर हम लोग जो नेक्स्ट वन हमारा है उसकी बात करें, सो डॉक्यूमेंट अगेंस्ट पेमेंट एंड डॉक्यूमेंट्स अगेंस्ट योर एक्सेप्टेंस. ठीक है, सो डॉक्यूमेंट अगेंस्ट पेमेंट एंड डॉक्यूमेंट्स अगेंस्ट योर एक्सेप्टेंस. सो documents against import bills under the LC are crystallized on the 10th day after the date of the receipt of documents. True. Documents against payment import bill under the LC crystallize on the 15th day after the date of receipt of documents. ठीक है. So गड़बड़ कहाँ पे है? Usens export bills are must be crystallized into INR on. अच्छा okay, it should be 10th आपका. ठीक है, 30 नहीं होना चाहिए. This is wrong I guess. ठीक है. So it should be 10th आपका. ठीक है. So 10th आपका होना चाहिए. ठीक है. So it should be 10th. Just we'll check this particular one. No, it is. Okay, it is on 30th itself. ठीक है. So जो 10th आपका होगा, I just remember one guidelines. हाँ. So this is about this one. ठीक है. It should be on 10th आपका. ठीक है. तो ये जो guidelines थी, इनको हमने काफी डिटेल में आपका डिस्कस किया था. And you'll get confused, guys. Believe me. So for that, जितना ज़्यादा whenever I'll create, I'm preparing another set of module wise MCQs. ठीक है. जैसे हमने एक set already कर लिया है. In every set we have more than 100 questions. ठीक है. जो module wise MCQs हैं, once you done with this particular one, you just practice that particular one. ठीक है. तो एक और सेट मैं आप लोगों के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ मॉड्यूल वाइज एमसीक्यूज का. ठीक है. तो अगेन we will add at least 100 new questions based on that particular module. ठीक है. तो जिससे जब आप जितनी ज्यादा बार प्रैक्टिस करोगे, you have like you can attempt that particular module wise mock test as well as full length mock test unlimited time. ठीक है. सो वहां से आपको ये चीजें धीरे धीरे आपका याद होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. ठीक है. So DP import bill under the LC are crystallized on the 15th day after the date of receipt document. This is wrong. It should be like according to the rule. So DP import bills crystallize on 10th day after the receipt of the documents, not the 15th day. Okay, this ensure timely payment and minimize forex risk also. Okay. So a Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India, it was established in 1958 by RBI. All public sector bank, private banks, foreign banks and cooperative banks are its members. Okay, so anyone who generally take authorized dealers license from RBI or forex business license from RBI, so they automatically become member of Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India. जैसे किसी को बैंकिंग का लाइसेंस मिलता है, they become member of IBA. Similarly here also जिसको आरबीआई किसी को अगर वो दे रहा होता है लाइसेंस आपका फॉरेक्स बिजनेस का, तो दे बिकम मेंबर ऑफ फॉरेन एक्सचेंज डीलर्स एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया. सो फॉर्मुलेटिंग यूनिफॉर्म रूल्स, प्रोवाइडिंग ट्रेनिंग टू बैंकर्स, प्रोवाइडिंग guidance and information from time to time. This is something related to forex itself. ठीक है. तो जैसे कुछ आपका some of the functions which are generally performed by the Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India: issuing guidelines and rules for forex business, training bank personnel in the areas of forex. Then we have accreditation of forex brokers, advising and assisting members bank in settling issues matter in their dealing. Then we have representing member bank on government or RBI or other bodies. Then we have announcement of certain periodical rates to member banks, like foreign exchange revaluation rate. Some of the rates periodically by Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India are now basically given by the Financial Benchmark India Private Limited. ठीक है. सो जिसमें आपका ARR है या फिर आपका स्वैप रेट फॉर FCNR है, ये सारी चीजें आपको. ठीक है. सो दीज आर सम मेजर फंक्शंस which generally get performed by the Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India. ठीक है. So for export transactions, आपका forex liability must be crystallized into Indian rupee on 30th day after the after expiry of notional transit period. In case side bill on 30th day after notional due date in case of the Usens bill. ठीक है. The rule has since been relaxed under the bank can frame its own guidelines and all, or number of days for the crystallization. This relaxation is given to the participants. Concessional rate of interest is applied up to notional due date or up to value date of realization of export dues. So whichever is earlier. Next one, import related things. If you talk about the import, so first one was related to exporting. For retirement of import bill, whether under LC or otherwise, bank bill a selling rate on date of retirement or forward date will be applied. DP bill site are retired after crystallization on 10th day, जिसके ऊपर हमारा क्वेश्चन था. ठीक है. DA bill on due date. So for foreign currency bills under LC, if not retired on receipt, shall be crystallized into rupee on 10th day after the date of receipt of documents and टेलीग्राफिक ट्रांसफर सेलिंग रेट. ठीक है. सो दीज आर सम गाइडलाइंस, वो आपका इंपोर्टर्स के लिए हो या एक्सपोर्टर्स के लिए हो. ठीक है. तो ये जो गाइड, इसमें मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बोला था कि वी विल फेस लॉट्स ऑफ गाइडलाइंस, रूल्स, रेगुलेशन ऑफ दीज पर्टिकुलर एंटिटीज जो थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज करते हैं. तो प्रैक्टिस इज द ओनली मंत्रा फॉर दिस वन. ठीक है. According to exchange control provision, which of the following is true about the exchange of foreign currency in India? So, exchange control provisions, which of the following is true about the exchange of foreign currency? So, there is no limit on remitting foreign currency in physical from Indian resident. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. We do have the limits. ठीक है. So, अगर आप if you are going through the LRS, it is $250,000 US. Indian resident can retain a $2,000 or equivalents in foreign currency note. This is true. Indian traveling abroad can carry unlimited foreign currency exchange $3,000 आपका, जिसको अभी हमने डिस्कस किया था. ठीक है. Payment above 50,000 in foreign exchange can be made in cash. No, it should be through the, मतलब for Nepal and Bhutan, if you are doing more than 50,000, so it will be through the cross check. ठीक है. तो क्या होगा आपका correct answer? B will be right answer for this one. ठीक है. So under FEMA guidelines, an Indian resident can retain up to 2,000 or equivalents in foreign currency note. Any excess amount must be surrendered to the authorized dealers or bank within a specific period. Okay, आगे बढ़ते हैं. What are the major difference between GDR, Global Depository Receipt, and ADR? तो GDR आपका, ADR which generally get issued in US market only and which is in dollar. ठीक है, ये आपका डॉलर में. ठीक है. इट इज मतलब मोस्टली कहां पे होता है? लुक्समबर्ग स्टॉक एक्सचेंज फ्रॉम यूरोप, एंड इट कैन बी इन डॉलर और एनी अदर करेंसी. ठीक है. ये किसी और फॉरेन करेंसी के अंदर भी आपका हो सकता है. ठीक है. बाय बोथ द रूट, बेसिकली इंडियन कंपनीज दे आर रेजिंग फंड्स आउटसाइड इंडिया और दे आर लिस्टिंग देयर स्टॉक्स इन द फॉरेन मार्केट. सो जीडीआर आर ट्रेडेड ओनली इन यूएस. नो, ADR are issued in US dollar, true, whereas GDR can be issued in multiple currencies. तो ये हमारा सही आंसर होगा. ठीक है. GDR allow voting right to investors, whereas ADR do not. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. ठीक है. So the voting right belongs to the depository participants of that particular country in both the cases. ठीक है. ADR can be issued by any bank, whereas GDR are issued by यूरोपियन बैंक. ऐसा नहीं है. सो बैंक आर नॉट डिपॉजिटरी पार्टिसिपेंट्स, हम उनको बोलते हैं. सो एडीआर डॉलर एंड जीडीआर आपका मल्टीपल करेंसीज. ठीक है. सो एडीआर आर ट्रेडेड ओनली इन यूएस एंड डिनोमिनेटेड इन डॉलर. GDR are traded in multiple global market and dominated in multiple currencies, making them more flexible for global investors. Okay. According to FEMA, which of the following is not a permissible source of funding for ODI, overseas direct investment? Okay. So what are the major areas where as an individual you cannot make the investment? ठीक है, जहां पे आप इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं कर सकते हो. ओवरसीज डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट इज काइंड ऑफ रिवर्स ऑफ एफडीआई. ठीक है. तो आप ऐसे एरिया जहां पे आप इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं कर सकते हो फॉरेन के अंदर. ठीक है. तो दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. शेयर स्वैप एग्रीमेंट्स, शेयर स्वैप एग्रीमेंट्स, we have exchange under foreign currency account. Yes, मतलब these two are allowed. ठीक है. Rupee denominated loan from Indian bank, नहीं, this is not a source. ठीक है. These are the source. It can be your source for ODI, it can be, but this is not. ठीक है. Proceed from ADR and this is also can be. ठीक है. तो C will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है. So FEMA permits several funding sources for overseas direct investment, including share swap, EEFC, exchange under foreign currency account balances, ADR and GDR proceed. However, rupee denominated loans from Indian banks are not permitted for ODI unless specifically allowed under the RBI guidelines. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि आप इंडियन बैंक से लोन लेके यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर मनी इन अब्रॉड. नो, दैट इज नॉट अलाउड. मतलब आप अब्रॉड में जो जॉइंट वेंचर्स या वोली ओन सब्सिडरीज स्टेब्लिश कर रहे हो एज एन ODI investment, so that is not allowed. In some cases, if it is permitted by RBI, so or we can say it is a subject matter of RBI restrictions. So FDI, अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं ODI का, so we have discussed this particular one with the same chart. ठीक है. automatic route, so no RBI approval required. Again, approval route, RBI approval is required. Prohibited activities where you cannot start those particular activities, जैसे real estate, banking business, financial product linked to INR without prior approval from RBI. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखेंगे. तो quickly we'll revise these particular rule also. ठीक है, तो जिसमें आपका government has reduced the restrictions on Indian companies investing overseas by removing the cap on raising funding through the pledge of shares, local assets and foreign assets in order to increase the international investment made by Indians. ODI is an instrument made outside India in joint ventures or a wholly owned subsidiary. ठीक है, joint venture is basically let's say some Indian person, उन्होंने आपका किसी foreign के साथ partnership के साथ they are starting some business in foreign country. Wholly owned subsidiaries like you are owning that particular country by 100%. आप खुद का एक subsidiary वहां पे लगा रहे होते, ठीक है. We can have automatic route or approval route, and there are some areas which are clearly restricted by RBI or which are generally subject matter of RBI approvals. So the investment is made by contribution to capital, subscription to a memorandum of foreign companies shares, or acquisition of existing share of a foreign entity by market purchase, private placement or stock exchanges. Okay. So Indian, basically if you talk about the Indian investment abroad, ODI, it is generally known as. So from FERA 1973, which had its main aim to conserve foreign exchange. Why we changed FERA to FEMA? We discussed this particular one. ठीक है. So FERA was something around कि जो हमारे रिजर्व है उनको प्रोटेक्ट करना है, ठीक है, बाहर ना जाए, ऐसा वाला थॉट प्रोसेस का था. ज्यादा से ज्यादा फॉरेन रिजर्व बनाने हैं, यहाँ से बाहर ना जाए. तो दैट वाज द नीड. नाउ इट इज लाइक एवरी इंडिविजुअल और कंपनीज दे हैव ग्लोबल एस्पिरेशंस, ठीक है. सो दे आर ऑल्सो लुकिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज आउटसाइड इंडिया. ठीक है, हम लोग बाहर पे इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए आपका ऑप्शन देखते रहते हैं. So for that sake, we generally change our guidelines and we come up with a new act that is called FEMA 1999. Okay? So India moved to FEMA in 1999, which had its objectives to facilitate external trade and payment and maintain orderly growth of the exchange market. Section 6, subsection 3 of FEMA also authorized RBI to regulate the transfer or issue of any foreign security by person resident in India and the classes of permissible capital account transaction and limit up to which exchange are admissible. So that is generally the new things which get introduced by the RBI through the same FEMA, and FEMA is usually governed by RBI. So in the regulation 4, general permission of the notification, general permission, so we have out of funds held in RFC, ठीक है, आपका resident foreign currency account, which we usually do with the help of your IFSCA nowadays. Another one is as bonus shares on existing holding of foreign currency shares, and general permission is also available to sell the shares, so purchase or acquire. Section 6 आपका, if you talk about prohibited areas, Section 6 of Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999 provide a power RBI to specify in consultation with Government of India the classes of permissible capital account transaction and limit up to which foreign exchange is admissible for such transaction. This section 6 subsection 3 which generally deal with the restrictions. Okay? So of the aforesaid act or FEMA Act 1999 provide power to RBI to prohibit, restrict and regulate various transactions referred to as subclause of that subsection by making regulations. तो यहाँ पे आपका allowed areas and all क्या होंगे या कैसे powers होंगे and how those power belongs to RBI, and section 6 subsection 3 which give power to RBI to restrict some areas or the limits and all. ठीक है. So prohibition, Indian parties are prohibited from making investment in foreign entity engaged in real estate, meaning buying and selling of real estate or trading in trades, transferable development rights, but also not include development of township. If you are making that investment ODI in for the development of township, construction of residential or commercial premises, road or bridges, और बैंकिंग बिजनेस विदाउट द प्रायर अप्रूवल ऑफ आरबीआई. ठीक है, तो ये थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखेंगे आप लोग, जो आपको हेल्प करेगा. ठीक है, ऑटोमेटिक रूट एंड आपका approval route. Automatic route के केस में you do not have to take prior approval from RBI. If you satisfy with the existing compliances, so authorized dealers will automatically approve your application. In case of approval route, your application will go to RBI, but route will be same. ठीक है? So ODI ceiling limits. This is again very important one. ठीक है? So what I'm just trying to do कि आपका थोड़ा सा एक revision हो जाए जल्दी से सारी चीजों का. ठीक है? So 400% of the net worth will not be applicable where the investment is made out of balances held in exchange earners foreign currency account of Indian party or out of fund raised through ADR and GDR. The Indian party should approach authorized dealers category 1 bank with an application which is known as form ODI and prescribe enclosures and document for effecting remittances toward such investment. ठीक है, तो ये जैसे आपके फॉर्म आपका फॉर्म ओडीआई का पार्ट 1 पार्ट 2 एंड पार्ट 3. सो वी हैव डिस्कस दिस पर्टिकुलर वन इन डिटेल. सो व्हाइल यू गो थ्रू दिस पर्टिकुलर डॉक्यूमेंट्स, ठीक है, सो जस्ट प्लीज हैव अ लुक जो आपको एग्जामिनेशन में भी हेल्प करेगा. ठीक है दोस्तों, आगे बढ़ते हैं. अंडर द डेफर्ड पेमेंट गारंटी स्कीम which of the following is true regarding approval limit? So deferred payment guarantee is like this is the limit like 25 crores जहां तक बैंक they can approve 25 to 100 crores आपका Exim Bank इस तरीके से आपका limits. If it is beyond 100 crores we have to establish one committee and all. ठीक है, इस तरीके से. So bank can approve proposal up to 50 crore नहीं 25 crores होना चाहिए. ठीक है, beyond which Exim Bank will approve. For Exim Bank it is up to 100 crores, 25 to 100 crores. Bank can approve proposal up to 25 crores beyond which Exim Bank approval is required up to 100 crores. This is true. इसके अलावा बैंक कैन अप्रूव प्रपोजल अप टू 100 crores नहीं. बैंक कैन नॉट अप्रूव एनी डीपीसी प्रपोजल. नो, दे कैन डू इट टिल 25 crores आपका. ठीक है, सो bank can approve DPZ proposal up to 25 crores. Proposal between 25 to 100 crores are handled by आपका Exim. Proposal above 100 crores are referred to a inter-institutional working group which include RBI, Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India, ECGC and Exim Bank. तो इनकी एक core committee बनाई जाएगी and they'll handle that particular investment and they'll approve that particular one. ठीक है, again very important. Next one. According to FEMA, which of the following is not a valid provision related to foreign currency transaction for individuals? ठीक है, so आसान होगा ये. No foreign exchange can be drawn for नेपाल एंड भूटान. दिस इज ट्रू. ठीक है, तो इनके लिए आपका जरूरत नहीं होती है. ठीक है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट अ वैलिड प्रोविजन. ओके, नॉट इनकरेक्ट होना हमें. ठीक है, पेमेंट एक्सीडिंग 50,000 is INR must be through the cross check. Bhutan and Nepal, correct. A resident Indian can retain and possess up to no, कितने तक हम retain कर सकते हैं? It is आपका 2000 USD. ठीक है, $2000 और equivalents. ठीक है, so this is incorrect. Travelers to Libya and Iraq they have 5,000. ठीक है, this is also correct आपका. ठीक है, 3,000 and 5,000 and आपका like Iran and Russia there is no limit. ठीक है, so what will be your correct answer? C will be correct answer for this particular question. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं guys. So FEMA allow Indian resident to retain foreign currency up to 2,000 US dollar. Not this. 5,000 limit applies to travelers visiting Libya and this, and Nepal and Bhutan excluded from the remittance. ठीक है, 50,000 and above cross check. ठीक है, so FEMA, the objective of FEMA is to facilitate external trade and payment and promote the orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. While the objective of FERA was conserve so FERA and FEMA का we have done with this particular discussion. ठीक है, so prohibition कौन से areas हैं जो आपका prohibited हैं? They are part of schedule 1 and we have gone through these particular one with our second unit. ठीक है, तो ये सारे हमने वहां पे डिस्कस किए थे. Schedule 1 prohibited areas, Schedule 2 आपका semi approved, so where we have to take prior approval from ministries or government departments, and Schedule 3 which is approved areas. ठीक है, जहां से आप ये चीज कर सकते हो. So remittance out for lottery winnings, आप लॉटरी के लिए नहीं कर सकते हो. ठीक है, remittances for income from racing or this. ठीक है, remittances for purchase of lottery ticket, ban a prescribed magazine and all. पेमेंट ऑफ कमीशन ऑन एक्सपोर्ट export made toward the equity investment, ठीक है, equity trading and all, ठीक है, remittance of dividend by any company to which require of dividend balancing is applicable. Payment of commission on export under the rupee state credit route, except commission up to 10% of invoice value of the export of tea and tobacco, ठीक है, payment related to callback services of telephone, remittances of interest income on fund held in non-resident special rupee accounts schemes, ठीक है. So these are the prohibited areas under the आपका FEMA Act 1999 as so your LRS scheme as well, ठीक है. And these are the areas, ठीक है. So remittance which require prior approval from Government of India, Schedule 2, different ministries and departments, ये सारी चीजें हमने वहां पे आपका डिस्कस की थी. So now this is the kind of homework for all of you. Please go through these particular one. जैसे हमने समझा था ना, let's say some cultural tour, so HRD ministry, ठीक है. So cultural tour, I'll show you this, ठीक है. Payment import with this, freight vessels, आपका foreign print media, remittances, आपका it should be part of somewhere, ठीक है. जैसे ट्रांसपोंडर्स की हमने बात किया था, ठीक है, मल्टी मॉडल ट्रांसपोंडर्स, और आपका वेसल्स फॉर, हाँ, कल्चरल टूर सबसे ऊपर ही है आपका, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स एंड डेवलपमेंट एंड ऑल. सो वी हैव गॉन थ्रू दिस पर्टिकुलर वन मल्टीपल टाइम, ट्वाइस. वन इज विद योर एलआरएस स्कीम, अनदर वन इज विद जब हमने कॉन्सेप्टली आपका इस यूनिट को डिस्कस किया था, ठीक है. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. देन नेक्स्ट वन, अंडर फॉरेन एक्सचेंज डीलर एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया, which statement about import transactions is incorrect, ठीक है. import transaction अभी हमने कुछ देर पहले पढ़ा था, ठीक है. so cite DP bill under the LC are crystallized on 10th, it is import, so correct है, 10 day after the receipt, ठीक है. DA bill under the crystallization on due date, this is also correct. foreign currency bill under LC are crystallized on 30th, it should be on 10th आपका, ठीक है, 10th आपका होना चाहिए, ठीक है. if the import bill are not retired on receipt, they are converted into a telegraphic transfer selling rate, okay, this is also correct. So what should be right answer for this one? As I can recall, C should be right answer for this particular one. तो इस तरीके से देखो, अभी हमने वहां पे पढ़ा था, मे बी वहां पे हम लोग सही नहीं थे, बट अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करते जाओगे ना, you will be able to remember these particular one, ठीक है. So side bill are crystallized on 10th, DA bill are on due date, ठीक है, जैसे डिमांड बिल होता है ना आपका, और उस सेंस बिल, ठीक है. Foreign currency bill under LC crystallized on the 10th day after the receipt, not the 30th one, ठीक है. Next one, which of the following is not a feature of diamond dollar accounts scheme? So DDA हमने पिछले सेशन में भी डिस्कस किया था. Only exporter dealing in इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट होना है, ठीक है. रफ एंड पॉलिश डायमंड कैन ओपन डीडीए, बिल्कुल सही. एक्सपोर्टर मस्ट हैव अ मिनिमम एनुअल एक्सपोर्ट टर्नओवर ऑफ 3 करोड़ और 2 ईयर एक्सपीरियंस, ट्रू, ठीक है. फंड इन डीडीए कैन बी यूज्ड फॉर remitting import payments without exchange risk, true. An exporter can maintain up to 10 DDA, यहाँ पे लिखा है, no, it is wrong. कितने DDA आपके हो सकते हैं? 5 DDAs, ठीक है. तो ये आपका मतलब इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट होना था. सो ऑप्शन डी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, ठीक है. सो इट इज नॉट 10 बल्कि इट इज हाउ मेनी? सो वन एक्सपोर्टर दे कैन हैंडल अप टू 5 डीडीए अकाउंट्स आपका, ठीक है दोस्तों. ये हमने पास्ट में पढ़ा है. 2 ईयर का एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए सेम उसमें, 3 करोड़ से अदर्स जो रहेंगे. नेक्स्ट वन, which of the following statement about ODI under FEMA is incorrect, ठीक है. तो ODI can be made through automatic route or approval route, बिल्कुल सही. The net worth based on ceiling is of 400% does not apply when investment is made using exchange under foreign currency accounts, again 100% true. अभी कुछ देर पहले हमने इस गाइडलाइंस को समझा था, ठीक है. इसके अलावा Indian entities are restricted from investing in foreign entities engaged in banking without RBI approval, this is also true, ठीक है. Investment through approval route is permitted only if foreign entity is listed on recognized stock exchange, this is not a kind of guidelines, ठीक है. तो आपका आंसर क्या होगा इसके लिए? डी. मतलब कोई जरूरी नहीं कि वो लिस्टेड हो, ठीक है, वो अनलिस्टेड भी हो सकता है, ठीक है. अप्रूवल में आरबीआई का परमिशन इज मस्ट आपका, ठीक है. तो however ODI under the approval route is not restricted to listed entities only, ठीक है. It applies बेस्ड ऑन द इकोनॉमिक कंसिडरेशन रिस्क असेसमेंट इन सेक्टोरियल कैप एस। ठीक है, करेक्ट है। आगे बढ़ते हैं। अंडर द लिबरलाइज्ड रेमिटेंस स्कीम LRS, which of the following is not a permissible purpose? तो we have discussed this particular one, पूरा एक सेशन लगाया था। ठीक है, इन्वेस्टमेंट इन फॉरेन इक्विटीज, acquisition of immovable asset, donation to foreign country, remittance for participation in international lotteries. It is not permissible. ठीक है, these are permissible. It is not permissible. So D will be right answer for this particular one. Easy है, आसान है। ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं। Which of the following statement about FEMA is false? FEMA के संबंध में wrong. FEMA replaced FERA in 1999. FEMA regulate all foreign exchange transaction undertaking in India. FEMA focus on considering India's foreign exchange reserve like FERA. FEMA focus on conserving. No, conserving नहीं है, ये आपका FERA का था, ये कहीं ना कहीं एक्सपेंशन के लिए करता है। ठीक है, FEMA provide for penalties in case of violation. बिल्कुल सही। ठीक है, so C will be correct answer for this particular question. ठीक है, so C will be the right answer. आसान है। देखो इस तरीके से आपने गाइडलाइंस पढ़ा अभी अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करो आंसर बनेगा, तो जितना ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतनी जल्दी से आप इनके आंसर को सॉल्व कर पाएंगे। ओडीआई पॉलिसी विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू? ओडीआई के संबंध में आपका, एन इंडियन कंपनी कैन इन्वेस्ट इन फॉरेन रियल एस्टेट एंटिटी without approval RBI? No. ODI net worth ceiling 400 applies even if the investment funded by ADR and GDR. Net worth ceiling applies? No. आपका एक्सचेंज अर्नर्स फॉरेन करेंसी अकाउंट्स प्लस आपका दीज टू नहीं होता है। ठीक है, सो इन्वेस्टमेंट थ्रू ऑटोमेटिक रूट रिक्वायर प्रायर अप्रूवल फ्रॉम आरबीआई। ठीक है, हमें आपका क्या ढूंढना था? विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज ट्रू, मतलब दिस इज ऑल्सो रॉन्ग। ठीक है, तो हम इसको भी हटाएंगे। Right, investment in foreign exchange company can made through the capital contribution or share acquisition. ठीक है, so D is the right answer. तो क्या है हमारा only correct statement is option D आपका। ठीक है, which of the following primary characteristics of approval route of ECB? So funds are borrowed without seeking approval from RBI. What is the primary characteristics of this ECB? ठीक है, पहला सही है। ठीक है, दूसरा issuance of guarantee and standby LC is allowed. Issuance of guarantee is not allowed. Fund can be raised from lender without restrictions. With restrictions, 3 million for startups, 750 million for others. Borrower require approval from RBI and guarantee and standby LC is not required. No. ठीक है, तो क्या होगा आपका करेक्ट आंसर? D approval route. Acha, okay, this is approval route. Sorry guys, I just mistaken that part. I took that general guidelines. So fund borrowed without seeking approval. Without seeking है तो पहला तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं होगा। ठीक है, तो आसान है। ठीक है, so this was easy question actually. I took it as a ECB. ठीक है, borrower required approval from RBI. This, तो D will be right answer for this particular only correct statement आपका। ठीक है, ये भी नहीं है आपका। चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं। When an individual required submit to a currency declaration form to a custom authority on arrivals, so when you are holding more than $2,000, ठीक है, और 10,000 in equivalents में आपका जो रूल दूसरा रूल होगा, if the aggregate value of foreign exchange exceed 5,000 in equivalent, if aggregate value of foreign exchange include this, for this it should be option B. I'll just check this one. हाँ, it is जितना मेरे को याद आ रहा है, it is आपका $10,000 in equivalents। ठीक है, रिटर्न का आपका। ठीक है, व्हेन यू आर कमिंग बैक टू इंडिया, एंड आई हैव टू चेक दिस पर्टिकुलर गाइडलाइंस विद हाउ मच यू कैन परचेज। ठीक है, सो इट इज 2,000 एज पर माई नॉलेज, एंड व्हेन यू आर कमिंग बैक टू इंडिया, सो यू हैव टू फिल वन फॉर्म दैट इज नोन एज आपका करेंसी डिक्लेरेशन फॉर्म। फॉर दैट वन इट इज 10,000। ठीक है, सो दैट फर्स्ट वाला थिंग आई विल चेक दैट वन, इफ देयर आर सम चेंजेस आई लेट यू नो। ठीक है, which of the following is not a function of this Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India? So formulating uniform rules, yes. Providing training to bankers, controlling India's foreign exchange reserve, offering guidelines for export and import transactions. No, it is by exempt. तो D आपका correct answer. Offering guidelines on export and import transaction related to forex remittances आपका होना चाहिए। ठीक है, अच्छा ओके, हमने सही। Controlling India's forex trade is generally done by RBI। ये छोटे क्वेश्चन जो होंगे वहां पे हम लोग गड़बड़ करेंगे, ठीक है, ऐसा मतलब आउटकम निकल रहा है. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट अबाउट एडीआर इज इनकरेक्ट. एडीआर के संबंध में कौन सा स्टेटमेंट इनकरेक्ट है? नाउ विल पे अटेंशन. एडीआर आर इशूड इन द कैपिटल मार्केट ऑफ द यूएस. Sponsor ADR required SEC regulation. ADR represents share of non-US companies. The US bank act as depository participants. Sponsor ADR required, no. Sponsor ADR not required this particular one. Okay, this should be wrong. So B will be right answer for this particular one. Okay, so non-sponsor and they require that particular one. So ADR आपका, these are issued in capital market of US. They represent securities of companies other than US. Securities, these securities are traded in US market. US bank, they generally work as a depository participants. ADR is evidence of ownership of the underlying shares. Like जैसे Infosys ने अपने आप को Nasdaq में list कर रखा वैसे kind of. ठीक है. Sponsor, unsponsored, they need SEC. Sponsored, they don't need आपका SEC approvals. ठीक है, तो ये थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखेंगे. Next one. वैसे ही आपका GDR, traded in stock exchange of Europe, represent share of other countries. Then we have depository banks, European banks. GDR do not carry the voting rights. Same. Dividends is paid in local. One thing. ADR carry the voting route, but GDR do not carry the voting right. Okay, this is again very minor information and very important one, guys. Dividend is paid in local currency and there is no exchange risk for the issuing company. Okay? GDRs, issuing company collect proceed in foreign currency which can be used locally for meeting the foreign exchange requirement or investment requirements. GDR normally listed in Luxembourg Stock Exchange and traded in OTC market of London as well as private placement in USA. It can be converted into underlying shares. ठीक है. What is the primary function of EXIM? EXIM का क्या होता है? To support India's exports or financing and all. Providing advisory services to Indian businesses for expanding their domestic operation, financing and promoting India's international trade, managing funds. I'll go with option B. So आसान है. Functions. So finance for export at competitive rate, developing alternative finance solutions, data and information about the export opportunities, respond to external problems. Okay? So these are some areas. Apart from this, these are the other like suppliers credit and buyer credits, consultancy, technical, pre-shipment credit, yeah, others. These are the facilities which are generally provided by EXIM. तो हमने आपका डिस्कस किया था facilities for exporters. वहां पे हमने इनके अराउंड आपका डिस्कशन भी किया हुआ था. ठीक है, प्लीज डू रिमेंबर दीज थिंग्स. ये आपको हेल्प करेंगे आने वाले एग्जामिनेशन में. डेफर्ड गारंटी, डेफर्ड पेमेंट गारंटी, ये हमने डिस्कस किया था अभी एक क्वेश्चन के साथ. So this is again very important. Which of the following subsidiary of export EXIM Bank is responsible for managing fund in infrastructure, private equity and all? तो हमारे पास क्या है आपका EXIM, आपका बैंक एसेट मैनेजमेंट कंपनी लिमिटेड. सो ए ओनली विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर. इट इज अ होली ओन सब्सिडरी ऑफ EXIM itself. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट वन. Which of the following responsibility of EXIM which generally categorized under CSR? Extending a line of credit, no. Providing pre-shipment credit, no. Advocating policies that promote India's international trade, supporting initiative in education, healthcare and all. Corporate social responsibilities, they are always linked with these ones. Social cause as well as environmental cause. ठीक है. What is the maximum amount of foreign currency that an individual citizen can carry during their visit to abroad? तो 3000 US dollar or equivalents. ठीक है, 3000 USD and equivalents. ठीक है. What is the primary function of Foreign Exchange Dealer Association of India? Training, to provide training to bankers to form uniform rules for foreign exchange, to offer guidelines and information on non-profit organization, to provide a concessional rate of interest. No. अब देखो यहाँ पे ये क्यों नहीं है? To provide training to bankers, it is incomplete. अगर ये होता bankers who deal with forex तब ये सही होता, इसलिए गलत है. तो B आपका जो करेक्ट आंसर होगा इस केस में. ठीक है. What is the compensation is applicable for delayed payment on foreign inward remittances to 1 lakh if not credited to the account within 10 days? It is 2% plus TT should be right answer as I can recall this particular one. Yes, ठीक है. So 2% plus TT आपका, ठीक है. दिस इज आप द लाइक जो पेनल्टी आपका जो रहता है अबव दैट वन, ठीक है. Which of the following is a purpose is not eligible for ECB under the automatic route? तो आपका fresh investment, expansion of this trade credit, buyers and all, investment in real estate. तो D will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, next one. Under the interest subvention of export credit insurance 2% के लिए आपका कौन एलिजिबल है? ऑटोमोबाइल्स नो, नो. एग्रीकल्चर और आपका ये आते हैं एलाइड एरियाज, ठीक है. सो हैंडक्राफ्ट्स विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. नेक्स्ट वन. Exim Bank collaborate with other institutions both in India as well as overseas to advocate policies and promote international trade, provide line of credit to foreign governments to facilitate India's international trade and investment. Again, so C will be right answer. Next one. RBI aim to control the inflation rate in the economy. So issuance of currency note, no. Controller of credit, custodian of cash reserve, कैश रिजर्व नहीं, आपका लैंडर ऑफ लार्ज रिजॉर्ट. सो बी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन, कंट्रोलर ऑफ क्रेडिट. ठीक है, लैंडर ऑफ आरबीआई के बेसिक फंक्शंस हैं गाइस. आई विल नॉट स्पेंड टाइम, एक्चुअली आई हैव वन अनदर सेशन. ठीक है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज दिस इन इंडिया? सो क्या है आपका करेंसी नोट. आरबीआई, आरबीआई के फंक्शंस के अराउंड है बेसिकली. ठीक है, आरबीआई प्ले इंडियाज फॉरेन एक्सचेंज टू मैनेज दैट पर्टिकुलर वन. इट प्रोवाइड लोन to foreign countries. It establish ability of foreign currency travelers. It intervene, stabilize the exchange rate and manage the country's foreign exchange reserve. C will be right answer. Okay, this is it. So this is a unit where we have lots of guidelines, rules, regulations. So you have to be very careful regarding these particular one. I hope you get like a basic sense कि किस तरीके से आपको क्वेश्चन मिल सकते हैं और कितने ज़्यादा रूल्स रेगुलेशंस हैं. ठीक है, तो कैसा लगा सेशन जरूर आपका जल्दी से कमेंट्स में लिख के बता दीजिए. दिस इज माय टेलीग्राम ग्रुप, सो यू कैन ज्वाइन दिस पर्टिकुलर वन एंड इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरीज एंड डाउट यू कैन सेंड मी ओवर देयर. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट नाउ ओनली 2 units are remaining for this module A, and side by side I'm recording the case studies. So once I'll upload the 10th unit, पूरे 10 के 10 हो जाएंगे, 11 के 11 हो जाएंगे. ठीक है, once we done with this 11, so back to back actually what students are facing, एक यूनिट आगे पीछे हो रहा है. तो first I'll upload all these 11 unit, then I'll start uploading the case studies. I have uploaded for 1 unit but I got feedback कि sir once please complete these unit MCQs and all, then come up with the sequence. तो module wise ही हम लोग आपका पूरा लेके चलेंगे. ठीक है दोस्तों, so I hope this is clear to all of you and you guys are getting these particular thing clearly. Still if you have some queries, doubt, so this is my Telegram ID, so you can connect me over there, and if you need any help toward your examinations, just feel free to reach out. So this is it. Bye bye, take care all and have a nice day. Thank you guys.